Our next guest is the only 8-time champion of the real estate debate. Please welcome back to the show real estate expert, Elizabeth Story.
She's back! What's up, Elizabeth? How you doing? This is an awesome topic. I've done this research myself before, trying to figure out, like, where are the best beaches in San Diego? What are the differences in all the beaches?
Well, that's why my family moved to San Diego.
For the beaches, right?
Hell yeah.
And a lot of people internationally will watch this video on YouTube later and be looking for information about the beaches, so it's so exciting to have you back. It's so exciting to have this topic on the table. Where do you begin?
Where do you begin?
Yeah, where do you start with something like this?
Well, first of all, we have a lot of beaches, and it's easy to kind of forget that as a local, but I mean, it's all coastline, and that's why almost everybody who moves here wants to live here, is because they want to be here for the great weather and be close to the beach. And it was funny because I did a really interactive poll on this to get some of the locals' feedback too, and you kind of remember some things that you might forget. And one of them is, well, if you're going to ask the question, where's the best beach, you kind of got to know what you're looking for.
True.
Are you looking for sports? Are you looking for surfing? Are you looking for scuba diving? Are you looking for kayaking? Are you looking for bathrooms?
Yeah.
Are you there with kids? And I have answers to, I selected about our top 4 based on the criteria that the locals gave us.
Aha! So you did a Facebook poll. We did a Facebook poll.
Yeah.
We have some interaction from our Facebook poll we'll get to in just a little bit, just to give you some feedback on that. Tell us what you found out.
Okay, so picturesque, just breathtaking, beautiful, La Jolla Shores on the Cove, and Coronado topped our list. Some things people talked about, like La Jolla, I've been there scuba diving. It's beautiful. You can go in the caves. There's kayaking. It's also got some lower waves for the younger children in the summer busy seasons. And the water's a little bit shallower in places, so it's actually a little bit warmer, which was some really interesting feedback from locals. And then Coronado is just this wide open beach, very family friendly. And one guest talked about the gold flecks in the sand. And you'll remember it was made kind of iconic from the movie Some Like It Hot.
Yeah.
Way back in the day.
Well, we had Coronado and La Jolla at the top of our list too. Those were the most mentioned beaches.
Those are a couple of my favorite beaches.
Yeah, it's hard not to love Coronado, La Jolla. Of course, those two areas for real estate prices are much higher.
Yes.
Right? So I don't know, they might be the best beaches, but are they the best value for the beach? And that's where you come in.
From a real estate perspective, Pacific Beach and Mission Beach, because they share a zip code, are on fire.
Really?
Transaction-wise, they're on pace to have their record high for 6 years this January. And they're also very popular. They're popular for different reasons, though. They're much more bustling beaches. There's a lot more activity. There's shops. There's places to go. And then you also have the Mission Beach iconic roller coaster and just a lot of activities for people to do if they want to go and eat, too.
So are we talking about prices? High prices or high volume number of
High
sales?
volume. So Mission Beach and Pacific Beach are higher in volume. They have seen some appreciation, but they're only up about 4.63% the last 12 months. Now, places where we've seen really good appreciation are Solana Beach. Solana Beach is up over 7.5% the last 12 months, and Oceanside is up 7.5% the last 12 months. Oceanside is an area that I've been talking about for some time. I really have been recommending buying in Oceanside for quite some time. There's a redevelopment plan for Oceanside. It's the face of Oceanside is changing, and it's definitely, if you compare Oceanside to some of the other areas, like for example La Jolla or Solana Beach, it's drastically cheaper, sometimes even as much as like by half.
Yeah.
But yet you're still on the water. So
Same ocean.
Exactly. And I have a client who always says they're not building any more oceans, okay? There is what there is. It is a limited
I don't think they
supply.
are.
No.
Okay? So as we continue to run out of real estate along the coast, we'll keep going further and further north. We've seen a great expansion in Carlsbad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of new developments. Carlsbad has grown leaps and bounds, and now that's going to start flowing over to Oceanside.
100% agree. I think Oceanside there was a great opportunity to invest in Oceanside in this last downturn, where people now have doubled their money already.
Yeah.
Because there's been such a run up, and it's one of the last affordable beach areas. If you want to say affordable beach areas, meaning you could get something near the beach and still have it, under conforming loan limits.
Correct.
I mean, and that's a big deal for a lot of people because we're talking to people who are buying second homes,
Right.
or investment properties, or even vacation rentals in the beach areas.
Right.
A lot of times, it's not a primary residence. So those things really matter. You know, where can they maximize dollar investment? And Oceanside seems to be one of those places. Solana Beach, I was actually surprised to see that was one of the places, because like Solana Beach is so small, but that must be part of the reason.
Well, it's got a whole vibe. So I've seen, you know, I've been living in San Diego. I won't tell you how long because I don't want to date myself. But I really have seen a lot more formations of communities, neighborhoods that really become a neighborhood. And Solana Beach is one of them, where it's really got this kind of funky little vibe to it now. It's got some cool bars and restaurants along the coast that people go to have a good time. And I really think it's becoming more of a little bit of a close-knit community.
It has actually. I know someone who lives there, and I was looking at moving there when I ended up moving to Del Mar.
Yes.
And he said, "Oh, you're coming to live the good life, huh?" Everybody lives in Solana Beach.
Yeah.
And that's what they call it. They call it the good life in Solana
good
Beach.
life.
Yeah, the good life. Let's jump
I
to
can see
social
it.
media back real quick and see
Yeah.
what a couple people had to say from our Facebook page.
Let's do it. So Karen says she doesn't want to tell anyone where her favorite beach is because she doesn't want all the yahoos there.
That was the most liked comment
Yeah.
on our little post that we did on our Facebook page.
She even has a little emoji
"I'm
there
not
and
saying."
everything.
She's like, "I'm not saying because I don't want the yahoos there."
I'm on the same
That's
boat as
funny.
her. I'm not
Really?
telling anyone where my favorite beach is because
Really?
I like them because they're quiet.
Okay.
I don't want anyone going there.
How about the other one from Glow?
Glowmucci says Imperial Beach. You can actually park, eat at C180 on the beach without waiting, have breakfast at a funky cafe, parentheses, The Wave, walk out on the pier, and no crowds. And IB got voted cleanest beach.
Interesting.
I've never been to
I
IB.
find that shocking.
That's tough.
There's some pollution from the Tijuana River going
Yeah.
on, so I'm not sure about that one.
I'm not sure about that one. Well, cleanest beach, maybe not
Okay.
cleanest
Waters.
ocean.
Okay.
Yeah, cleanest beaches. I think
Maybe
there's
just stay away from the shoreline,
there's a
but
difference there.
stay on the
Just look at
sand
it.
where it's dry.
They're different.
Yeah.
There, here,
There.
not the same. Not that there's anything wrong with IB, but there are things that are known facts,
Yeah.
you know, about the water. I mean, it's everybody kind of knows.
Yes.
So, and you had a lot of interactivity on your Facebook page as well, and you actually had a contest.
I did. I offered a gift card for somebody who had really valuable feedback, and I wanted to announce, congratulations, Faith Bristow, you won the gift card. So the gift card's in the mail.
It's on the way. It's on the way. So let's get down to sort of the brass tacks of this whole thing. We know what the beaches are like now. We know what the hottest beaches are. How do we make decisions if we're wanting to buy in a beach area, and what information can you share with us about that?
You know, I always love to put it back to, it's kind of an individual question. Are you trying to buy an investment property that you're going to hold? Are you going to retire? Or do you just want to live there with your family? Right now, I really like Coronado for retirees, as well as Carlsbad for retirees. Carlsbad has the lovely little village, and Coronado, it has a lot of amenities for retirees. So depending on where you want to be and what you want to do. Another really awesome thing about Coronado, and there's really nowhere else in the world quite like it, is you have the beach in your front yard and the bay in your back, depending on which way your house faces.
Right.
And I mean, you just cannot find that anywhere else. So in fact, I'm helping a client right now buy a second home in Coronado that they plan to retire in. Now, as far as families, I do like Solana Beach quite a bit, and Encinitas for families too.
Yeah.
They have great school districts. You'll see a lot of families on the water. So if that's something that you're looking for, as well as Carlsbad. I mean, Carlsbad's lovely. You know that I used to live in
True.
Carlsbad. I sold my house in Carlsbad, but I miss it dearly. It's a lovely community. It's clean. The schools are great. The shopping is great. I mean, I could do everything I needed to do in a 3-mile radius in Carlsbad. I miss that. So it really, I always like to say, it depends what you're looking for. But one of the great things about somebody like me is I've lived all over San Diego. So I work all over San Diego. So if you want to know which beach is best for you, give me a call and I'll help you make that decision.
Okay, fantastic stuff. Yeah, I think there's a lot to consider. What depends on what you're buying, right?
Yes.
You're going to live there as an investment. But there are big differences.
Right.
It is the same ocean, but there are big differences in the communities and what people are looking for. If they need convenience, Carlsbad makes sense, right? If they want to be in the hustle and bustle, Mission Beach, PB, those
Right.
areas make sense. If they want to take a chance, maybe if they're very aggressive as an investor, maybe that's the Imperial Beach person who says, you know what, I think they're going to clean that up one day. Let me buy today, and then it'll double when they do. Something like that. Or if you have a family in Orange County or LA and you want to go Oceanside, it might be perfect for you
Right.
to take that opportunity. So I think there is a
Absolutely.
lot to consider, but I think you're a great person to call. If you're looking to buy in the beach areas in San Diego, you can call Elizabeth Story and she will give you all the data, all for free, so you can make the decision that's best for you and your family. Elizabeth, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate you coming back on the show.
Thank you.
You look amazing as always, and stick around for more Smarter San Diego TV
Where we guarantee
to make you smarter than everyone else, commercial free.